Alright, you fucking bums, here we go. This is the Fantasy League for this year. I'm gonna propose some rules, some roster changes, stuff like that. And we're gonna vote on it after this, so here we go. So starting off, we're gonna have just the type of league we're gonna be playing, or really just the quarterback situation. So standard leagues versus 6 point per passing touchdown versus Superflex league, which I'll get to all these slides. So standard leagues, yeah, this slide explains it. I'll just grow the fuck up. Seriously. 6 point passing touchdown. So every passing touchdown is worth 6 points, but it also brings the interception up to -4. So this will obviously bring more value to the quarterback position and encourage drafting the quarterbacks earlier. It's still somewhat similar to standard rules. Like as it said, last year's QB5 had only 3 more passing touchdowns than QB14, which I think was I don't know, Carson Wentz and Gardner Minshew maybe. Uh, so obviously that's better than standard, but I mean you can still wait really late and take quarterbacks and still do fine in your leagues, which is kind of fucking stupid since it's the most important position on the field. Superflex league, it adds an extra flex spot that you can put quarterback, running back, receiver, or tight end. It's been called the future of fantasy football by the professional fantasy guys everywhere, and so yeah, it makes the quarterback position super important. Since everybody's going to have two for the most part, the quarterback's going to go. You're going to need good quarterbacks. It's going to promote drafting quarterbacks early, and just make them more important, like they should be, because it's fucking fantasy football. Quarterback's most important position in regular football should be arguably the most important in fantasy football. So it'll bring more skill into the draft and provide options. You can go several different ways you can draft. You can draft quarterbacks early. You can still wait and draft some mid-round quarterbacks and just get two good guys, or you can get them early. You can get two studs and not have to worry about it for the rest of the year. You have two badass quarterbacks and you'd be good. So it'll also promote more trades. Say someone only drafts two quarterbacks and they have a bye week or something. Somebody could have extra quarterbacks. They could trade for them, promote trades. Trades are cool. Trades are fun. Here's a quote from a guy named Mike Florio. He's a fantasy football guy. It says, one of my home leagues made the switch to Superflex last year, and while it was not met with open arms, which I'm sure this won't be for all you fucking bums, but everyone in the league ended up loving it, which I think would happen if y'all just fucking did it. Just pick this one, fuck. So next we have fuck kickers, fuck defenses. Pretty much, just replace kickers and defenses with two flex spots or just one flex spot. And if y'all didn't do some dumb shit on the last slide and y'all pick superflex, one superflex spot, so add a flex and add a superflex, take out kickers and defenses, because pose no benefit to fantasy football. They just take skill away from it, bring more luck into the game, and I don't like that. I like being able to outdraft y'all and just whoop y'all. So I don't want y'all getting lucky and doing no bullshit. So trying to minimize the luck, let the skill reign supreme. So it just sucks that you can wait till the very last 2 rounds and pick your kicker and defense, and you can pick a new kicker, new defense every week. It's not fun. It's really just not fun. I don't want to lose a game for the kicker missing a 15-yard chip shot. That'll make me want to maybe commit suicide, but I don't know. Okay, so more flex positions. This is what I really want to do, is take those out and bring these flex positions in. It brings in your depth to your lineups, gives owners more people to watch and root for on Sundays, obviously, which makes fantasy more fun. You have more people to watch, more games to watch. You can be more interested in them. Reduces the impact of outlier events. Say if Derrick Henry goes for 250 and 4 tugs against you in the standard league, yeah, you're fucked. So yeah, good luck, Charlie. You're not gonna come back from that game. You don't have enough depth on your lineup. Someone on your team would have to do pretty much the same thing. So adding these new positions allows you to work back into these games. If you have good performances across the board, you could have, like, say he just has that and the rest of his team just does not that good, and if your whole team has good performances, you can come back from that deficit and be okay. So, and this is just the last part right here. The Patriots defense would have been RB6 last year, and they weren't drafted until the 14th, 15th round in leagues. So that's a little bit ridiculous. They were, I think, 23rd or 29th or something like that of all of fantasy in points scored as a defense. if you drafted the Patriots defense, you pretty much won your league. So, which is what happened to me last year. So fuck y'all. So next we have standard league versus, or standard points versus half point PPR versus PPR. So standard, it's just, I mean, the same thing we always play usually, but it's just very touchdown dependent. Running backs usually have the edge and everything. If you don't have good running backs, you're pretty much screwed, man. If you don't have guys putting touchdowns in, because receivers aren't that touchdown dependent, it's just tough. It makes all the running backs are going to be gone the first 2 rounds. You're going to have no running backs to draft for the middle of the rounds. You're going to have all scrubs. So, and it's just boring, you know. Half point PPR is kind of, this is what I really like to do, because it's right in between standard and it's right in between 1 point PPR. So it's not too much. It's a Goldilocks scoring. It's not too much, not too boring, not too, you know, excessive, I should say. So it brings more players into the draft. It's one thing I really like pass catching backs, like your Duke Johnsons and guys like this, that it'd be tough to start them in a standard league because they're not very touchdown dependent. They're not going to be getting 15, 20 carries a game. They're going to be getting passes, catching 5, 10 passes a game. So it just brings more guys in, and lets the difference between mid-round running backs and mid-round receivers are basically the same. They're going to score roughly the same points. Bringing this way, it's going to allow you to start more receivers in your flex spots, not have to worry about running 3 running backs every week, because the receivers, they're able to score as much as running backs. It's going to balance the league out, allows many more options for starting lineups, and obviously the NFL is a passing league now. I mean, teams throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. It's, you know, it's getting with the times, man. Guys are going to be catching passes. They need to be rewarded somewhat for catching passes. Yeah, so just pick this one because it's better. PPR, yeah. If anyone thinks it's a good idea, fuck you. Pretty much. McCaffrey will score 2,000 points next year. Okay, so next we have the waiver wire. So you can have just the regular waiver wire that's default in most leagues. It's probably what you've only played, and then the FAAB, the free agent acquisition budget. So the waiver wire priority is it's the basic waiver wire, same as every year. You make a move, you move to the bottom of the list. Whoever is at the top of the list has first dibs on players. If they want somebody, if you're number 1 on the list, you want a player, you're getting them, no matter what. Con, I guess it's harder to get players if you're like active on the waiver wire. You're going to be towards the bottom a lot. If it's, I don't know, it's just harder to get players. One benefit is it is very easy. So you don't have to worry about anything. It's just the same waiver we've played every year. And next we have the free agent acquisition budget. You have a fantasy budget of $100 to spend on players throughout the season. You want a player, you bid on them. Everybody throws their bids in. Highest bidder gets them. If it's a tie, I think I'll have to check the sleeper settings. It either then goes to whoever bid first, or then it goes to the waiver order, kind of like the normal waiver wire. But yeah, so this will bring more skill into the waiver wire, but you have to be able to manage your budget throughout the season. You can't just throw $100 on the first guy you want, then you're done for the season. You have a better chance of getting players you want. If you really want somebody, you can overbid him. You can make sure nobody else is going to get him. So yeah, just going to bring more skill into it, not have to worry about someone getting a player you want just because they're higher than you and just because you made moves in the past and they didn't make any moves. So it's easier to get multiple players in a week. So you have a couple guys get hurt, a couple guys on a bye or something. If you want to get multiple people, it's easier to just be able to put 2 bids in, be able to up your bid to whatever we think it's going to get them. If you get both, you won't have to move to the bottom of the list after the first move, and then someone could just steal your other one. Like, you have a chance to get both players you want in a week. So yeah, limits the amount of moves you make in a season to an extent. You can, I mean, obviously when you're out of money, you can still get people, but it's just your bid is $0. So if somebody bids $1, they're going to get them over. And then yeah, I think that would be fun to try. I've never done that. I think it would be interesting to see how that plays out. So next, trade sleeper. They don't support trade vetoes, which is good because trade vetoes are boring. Nobody's gonna get trades through. So all trades are passed unless there's obvious collusion. I have 1 day to shoot down a trade if somebody's trading McCaffrey for something stupid. So yeah. They don't support trade keepers. This is an idea I had to have one keeper after for next talking about for next year. You keep one of your draft picks after like around 8 or 9 you can do, and then you just automatically have them on your team for next year in the 3rd round or so. This would just be fun if everyone stays in the league and make the draft more interesting next year with you know, some of these players ought to be off the board and you won't have to worry about drafting that player. And it's like, say some rookie goes off and they'd be a 1st round pick, you can get them for free in the 3rd. So I could look more into this if y'all want to do this. I think this could be interesting, but it's really just if everybody stays in the league next year and wants to keep playing. So yeah, playoff spots. So there's just gonna be 4 playoff spots. Top 3 seeds go as normal, and then I was thinking the 4th seed, whatever you want to do, it could either just be the 4th seed, like normal, top 4 seeds go to playoffs, or we could switch that 4th seed and go to the top 3, and then whoever has the most points scored out of the other 7 teams, whoever has the most points scored, takes that 4th spot. Just maybe they had bad matchups all year, but they outscored everybody, and they're just kind of got screwed. So that could be an idea. It could make things interesting, I should say. Championship belt. Everybody's gonna pay an extra $15. Winner. See the little engravings, little years right there. You can put the year, your team name. Winner keeps the belt for the rest of the year, holds on to it till the new winner's crowned the next year. And if the winner leaves the league, we'll refund the $15 and make whoever replaces him in the league pay the 15. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get that if everyone's willing to throw an extra 15 in. Then payouts, we have $50 buy-in, so we're gonna be paying 65 total for 15 extra with the belt. 65 a person. First place would be 350, second place 100, and then we could vote on this, 3rd place or whoever has the most points scored gets the last 50. So even if it's 1st place, 2nd place, it's just like a bonus. You get your money back. Because 3rd place, that's fucking stupid. You shouldn't get paid for getting 3rd place. I think most points scored would be cool. Get a little bonus. Punishment. So that Sleeper has a toilet bowl. And basically it's the bottom 4 teams in the league will compete when the playoffs start. And so they'll have the 2 games. The loser of each game moves on to the next round. The loser of that game is the winner of the toilet bowl, which is essentially last place in the league. So I think we should do some sort of punishment and just, I don't know, spit some ideas out. I don't really know what y'all want to do. I don't know what we could do. I want to do something funny that we could all go somewhere and watch them do something stupid or something like that. No blazing challenge, because that's fucking stupid and nobody wants to do that because yeah, it's basic. It's really stupid. And if loser doesn't do the punishment, just fucking see you later, kid. You're out the league. Find someone else. League names. I kind of like what the league name is right now. I'm not gonna lie, but if y'all want to give suggestions for what we should name the league, and yeah, I think we might be able to put that on the belt, possibly, maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, just give suggestions for the league name. Draft date. We need to set up a date that everyone's available to draft. We're gonna do the draft at my house in the back or on the bar or something. If whoever can make it, whoever's in town that can make it. If you're not, we can zoom you in, man. You can sit around and draft with us. Might take a while though. Doing the manual draft, so if you zoom in, be ready to sit down for a little bit and draft. So we need to get the draft date. I was hoping to wait till close to the season, see what happens with COVID and everything, see who all opts out, and make sure we're not drafting people and then they're not gonna play, because that'll fucking really upset me. So yeah, so I'd like to wait till like the week before, 2 weeks before the season starts if possible. So we can start throwing dates down and see what everybody wants to do. So yeah, thank you very much. Can't wait to just beat the fucking brakes off y'all, honestly, and yeah, so fuck y'all.